83,000 home foreclosures so far in 2026 for January and February. 84,000. Over 40,000 in February 2026 and over 42,000 in January 2026. I will remind you that a foreclosure will happen when a homeowner doesn't make payments for 120 days, which is 4 months. The top 3 states with the worst foreclosures are Nevada, Delaware, and Florida. Hi, my name's Christina. I have a master's degree in business. If you find this post informative, please like, comment, follow, and share. Why are homes being foreclosed on? Well, we have almost 8 million people unemployed. 1 out of 4 people has been unemployed for 27 weeks or longer. Gen Z unemployment is 11%. African Americans, specifically women, are over 8%. Unemployment in DC is 6.7%, while the average is only around 4.5%. That information is questionable and also outdated. If people don't have jobs, they cannot pay their bills, they cannot spend in the economy, and that is why we're seeing an economic collapse right in front of our eyes. I just want to remind you, this is all 100% self-inflicted.
So there's going to be a lot of home foreclosures in 2026, and we're only in April. This is terrifying. It's like, what about the first-time homeowners? The feeling that they may feel when they first bought their home. They thought it was a dream come true. Now it's starting to feel like a nightmare. They just can't afford the payments no more. The interest rate was just unbearable. They couldn't do it. They thought they could. But in reality, they got fired from their jobs. As she was explaining, the unemployment rate is going up. So if you don't have your job anymore to even pay for those payments, how you going to survive? And the bank don't want to hear that. They only wanted to hear what you was talking about when you asked for that loan. Because a lot of people don't have cash on hand. It's impossible. When they got a car note to pay, they got property taxes, and then the maintenance on the house. Now, some people believe that owning a home is a scam. It depends on how you do it. I beg to differ, because I was watching a video like that previously. The guy was explaining, like, it costs too much maintenance to keep up a house. His mortgage rate can go up. His property taxes are going up. His homeowner's insurance is going up. Yeah, it can go up. And he was basically saying, but if you only had to pay rent, all you have to worry about is paying the landlord. But what if you having problems in your house, and then you tell the landlord to fix it, and the landlord doesn't want to fix it? You got a slumlord, and they taking their time to fix your house. All they want is their rent money. If they have to pay to fix the house, they feel like they losing money. So it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. It's beneficial to own a house. I believe that. You know why? The house ain't paid off yet. You still don't own the house. You going off stuff that you still don't own it yet. Once you own the house fully, then you could talk about the benefits. That's just like paying for a car. If you got a car note on your car, you don't own it yet. Imagine if you paying for a car note and you have to keep up the car with the maintenance and things like that, and you paying a note. And if you paying a high note, you expecting to not even have no problems out of your car because your car note is so high. Because it's going to hurt you more than you can even imagine. If you still got to pay a high car note and your car break down. But if your car breaks down after you're done paying for your car, it won't affect you as much. It's still going to affect you. I experienced this before. And I'm thankful that my car didn't start having problems until after I paid off the note. You know how you get 6 years to pay off your note? I paid mine off in 3. But my car started having problems soon as I paid it off in 3. So if you own or trying to own a house, just pay it off fast as you can. Don't wait no 30 years or 60 years to pay it off. They're going to be making so much money off you from entrance. And then, if you get kicked out your house, all that money that you was paying is still going to go to them, and they can sell a house again. They're getting paid double, triple. So they want you to not be able to afford your house. It's all part of the plan. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me know if I got a point or I don't have a point. This is calculated. And then
my HOA will be putting a lien on my house and then starting the foreclosure process. Story time. I bought a house in May of 2024 and my house is in an HOA. Now, when I bought the house, I didn't know of any issues or any work that needed to be done on the property. Everything was great for the first few months. And then in March of 2025, this year, I was notified that there was going to be work that needed to be done on all of the properties, and my portion was going to cost $23,000. This amount was later reduced to $22,000, and I started reaching out to my HOA, explaining to them like, hey, this must be a mistake because there's no way that I owe this money. I haven't even lived here for a full year. My HOA tells me that I need to reach out to my realtor and the seller, and I do so, and I find out that the seller provided information to my realtor that showed this work was going to be done, and my realtor never forwarded that information to me so that I can make the final decision on if I actually wanted to purchase the property or not. I've tried to work with my HOA so many times, explaining to them that I don't have the money to pay for this. I wouldn't have had the money last year. I wouldn't have had the money the year before that. Like, this is $22,000 out of pocket. And so I reached out to my realtor and I called her out on our mistake, and I've spoken with her boss, and I've been trying to speak to any attorneys with this company, any higher ups, and they basically told me that they will not be cutting a check for this mistake. This money was supposed to be due by April 30th, and I do think that I had an extension till June 1st because I was originally told that the payments would be June 1st, but it is now June 3rd, and I still don't have the money, and I won't have the money, and so I'm pretty sure that they're going to put a lien on my house and then foreclose it, and I'm going to be out of a home because my realtor did not forward me documents stating that this work was going to be done.
So she basically saying that she was so excited to buy her house in 2024. She was a part of the homeowners association. And then all of a sudden, they were passing messages saying how much of a amount she had to pay, which was $23,000 for some situations on that house that she didn't even know about. She basically stated that the realtor didn't even tell her. She forgot to tell her that it's 23 extra thousands of dollars that's owed for this house. She didn't get told that to the last minute. So when she tried to plead her case about this situation, they didn't want to hear it. And it's just sad. And like she said, pretty soon she's going to be out of a house. The same American dream that she wished and hoped for is collapsing. And it's turning into a nightmare. All because something somebody else didn't do. And this is what I tell y'all. Sometimes you gotta just do extra work. You gotta just ask these questions. Sometimes you have to babysit people. And you shouldn't have to do that because people should be doing their job to the fullest. They just wanted to get you in that house. And you shouldn't have to do anything extra. I feel sorry for her. Because this was uncalled for. Then they have a nurse that's talking about discounting the price to $1,000 cheaper, like it's going to make a difference. And she said that could have changed her mind whether she wanted the house or not. Because she was probably already taking out a loan to begin with. And then you got to come out an extra $23,000 out your pocket. Not even including if she even had to put something down. And then it probably took her 2 weeks to get paid at her job. Now do all the math on that. All the time spent saving that money. You're getting paid every 2 weeks. It probably took her years to save that money. She's starting to feel like it wasn't worth it. And that's sad that she had a terrible experience. All because of negligence. But sometimes realtors, not all realtors, but you got some not good realtors out there. They just want that quick dollar. And they not going to even follow back up. Some realtors, they act like you owe them. And it's their job to sell a house. They want you to call them all the time. They want you to. And then you not telling me that's the most major part. Like, you going to leave that out? So now, here come an extra $23,000. Then they gave her a deadline. And then, of course, she said she didn't have the money. Because it probably took her a long time to get that. So hopefully her situation gets better. But it's crazy out here. And these are the situations that go on. That's why so many foreclosures happen. People are not prepared. They're not doing their research. They shouldn't. But in days like this, no matter what you do, it seems like you always gotta be on point more than the next person. So those are the lessons that we have to learn. So let me know what y'all take about homes are just being foreclosed more than often now. Let me know how y'all feel about this. So that's my take on this situation. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Because it's tough out here.